Hi, I'm Marisa Tomei, and I am going to show you what gets me through the day. We're just starting out in the morning. I washed my face, and I always have a lot of water with me. I have a shake in the morning. I take chlorella, especially if I ate something salty or sugary or had a lot to drink, because chlorella is really good for a hangover and all kinds of toxins. This chlorella, there's a couple of kinds that I use, but this one is Sun Food. I always kept it really simple. As I grew up, I was interested in meditation and in grounding myself. And that kind of led to how do I take care of my body the best way. So I always kept it really simple. Also, probably a bit lazy and probably a bit busy. So I just do the minimum. Vitamin D. Us ladies need to take a lot of vitamin D too. It's cancer preventative, good for your overall health. I was always dancing when I was young, so I always was very grateful to my body and wanted to take care of her. So that's probably that started that relationship and relying on my body. When I met Lisa Bonet, and we became really good friends probably when she was 16 and I was probably 17 and a half. And she was really into this stuff too. So we always liked the Hauschka products and whatever was at the health food store. So we kind of went on that little journey together. My hair's real. I just want to put that out to the world because everyone's asked me if it's extensions. They're not. Let's get into skincare. My first step is this soap. It's Cetaphil though. I stick to a routine mostly because I can't have things with chemicals. I get very red and just like break out. My skin doesn't like it. When I'm working and there's a lot more makeup put on to my face, which I don't like a lot of foundation, and we try to keep that really light, but still I always go back to these things. The hydration is the main thing. Intelligent nutrients, it's just a little, and then one spritz of this serum that goes with it. I never had that extra little step of that liquid green oil. I just always kept it simple and I've been washing my face with Cetaphil forever. Probably because I saw something on Vogue talking about Cetaphil at some point in my life. This I got at the Sundance Film Festival. There was a makeup artist who worked with me. He was from Europe and he had this homeoplasmine that just keeps my lips super soft and moist. This is by Persephone, and it's also made with all organic biodynamic ingredients. That's the common thread with the things that go onto my body. This little gem is a recent addition. It's called Mother. You can see I used it up. It goes fast. And so it's shea butter based, and you just kind of emulsify it. While we're on limbs, I'm a big fan of Lord Jones. It's a CBD-based kind of anti-inflammatory, but what it's really great for is when you're wearing heels at night or you're gonna be standing for a long period of time, putting some on your calves and your feet. You can stay in heels for forever and not feel any pain. There's a special one called Stiletto Cream. I would say the number one thing that I just can't leave the house without is my Shiseido eyelash curler, and I'm usually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes I use a little concealer. That's Clé de Peau. Coming from Brooklyn, we used to put like tons of mascara on, which I still really love. This one is Lancome Mr. Big. Really like lays it on thick. But when I was younger and laying on the mascara, we used to use a safety pin to open up the lashes. And that was also the punk rock days. And the person who taught me to do all the way that I got in the habit of doing my tips like this, and then sometimes going on the top part of the lash to get like an extra coat in was my junior high school friend, Ronnie Rosenberg. I do deal with my brows now differently. Been trying to grow them in for some time since they were super overplucked in the 90s. They were thin to begin with. And as I get older, I notice that from here out, they just kind of fade away. So I'm always trying to fill in the outer parts of the brow with this NARS. Christy Stryker has a very, very super thin liquid pen that you can just barely start to, they're as fine as hairs. I put on a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury blush. I also am a victim of overdoing it because I always think I look too washed out. Put that a little bit there, and sometimes I stick it here. Then at the end, I take the hair down. Sometimes I put it back up and down like 3 times. Also, and I have a little thing for my grays, which is fine at you ripe old age of I almost said 67. Guess I'm getting used to it. 57. And that's it. It's pretty easy everyday run around. Now I'm ready to start my day. Thanks for watching.